In this lesson we will be working on the back portion of the head. Select the edge, and extrude it out. Make 4 extrusions, making sure they are evenly spaced. Adjust the verts, lining them up with the reference. Select the 4 side edges, and extrude. Line the extruded edges up with the existing geometry, and snap the vert with the corresponding vert. Switch to perspective view. Select the edges, and translate them. Switch to top view, and bring back the top reference image. Line the verts up to the reference image. Move the verts, so that you get a more tapered look. With that done, select the back edge and extrude it. Select the vert, and vert snap it. With the vert selected, translate it out, so you get a point. Select the edge, and extrude it 3 times. Spend some time spacing out the verts. Round out the form, select the edges, and translate them. Select the neighboring edge, and extrude it, so it meets the base of the existing geometry. Once you've done that, snap the vert. Use the Insert Edge tool, and cut two edges. Proceed to round out the form, like we did earlier. Snap the verts and use the Merge tool to weld them together. Proceed to do the same as we did before extruding the edge. Use the Scale tool to straighten the edge. Insert two edges, and proceed to round out the form. Snap the verts, and merge them. Spend some time cleaning up the geometry, and lining it up with the reference. Select the edge, and extrude it. Everything should line up, allowing you to snap the verts to the corresponding ones. What we have done is position the verts in a way to leave us with a quad. Select the Append to Polygon tool, and fill the open space. Adjust the verts accordingly. Select the verts, and type the value 0 in X, to snap to the center. Do the same with the bottom group of edges. Spend time evening out the topology. Make your way around adjusting the verts, trying to achieve good form. Select the vert at the back, and translate it. Tweak the verts until you have good shape. Use the scale tool, and straighten the verts. Do the same with the other ones too. Go into top view, and make further adjustments. Aim to make things look neat. Inspect the mesh, making sure everything is looking and conforming to the reference. Make a few more tweaks, rounding out the form. Move on to the remaining area, select the edge, and extrude it down. Snap the verts to the corresponding ones. Insert two more edges, translate them rounding out the form. Line up the verts, so they align with the corresponding ones. Select the verts, and merge them. Adjust the verts, use the Move tool, trying to get a smooth flow of geometry. Select the verts on the underside, and adjust them. With that done, select the two edges at the base of the spike, and extrude them. Use the Scale tool, to straighten them. Press G to repeat the last command, and create another extrusion. Tweak the verts spacing out the topology. Select the edge, and make 4 extrusions, just like we did with the first spike. Select the edge at the base, and extrude it down. Select the remaining edges, and translate them down, rounding out the form. Switch to side view, and insert two splits. Select the newly added edges, and translate them, again rounding out the form. Select the faces that make up the top spike. And extract them. This separates the selected from the main group of geometry. Create a new layer, and add the spike to it. Now we can work on the new spike without any obstructions. Select the verts, and translate them, lining them up with the reference. Select the edges, and make another extrusion, follow up by snapping the necessary vert. Insert another two edges, and translate them. Select the group of verts, and merge them. Inside view, line up the verts to the reference. Rotate the verts, to get a nice curve to the geometry. Continue to adjust the verts. Select the verts, and snap them together. As we did earlier, pull out the vert to give us a point. Select the edge, extrude them and snap the verts where appropriate. The adjustment we have made, now allows for us to make a simple extrusion. To fill the empty space, proceed to do so, and merge the verts. Select the edges on the other side, and zero them out in X. Tweak the edges to neaten things out. Fill out the remaining space, select the edge extrude. Extrude the bottom edge, everything should line up. With that done, snap the vert to the corresponding one. We are left with a quad. Use the Append to Polygon tool, and fill it. Switch to side view, and make further tweaks, lining things up to the reference. Select the upper edges, and translate them, rounding out the form. Select the bottom vert, and zero it out in X. Select the verts at the point, and scale them down a little, so it matches the reference. Make further tweaks in top view. Bring back the top spike, and see how things are looking as a whole. Select the mesh and soften the normals. I'll see you in the next video.